Do you know what the country reggae sound is? Well, our next guest has it all figured out. It's Wesrock. Joining us now at Couples and Souci is Wesrock. How are you today?
I'm great. Have life, have much to be thankful for. So many people have lost their lives. Uh-oh.
Indeed. So, one of the beautiful things that I found out about you is that some of your songwriting is autobiographical. So, if you walk the walk, you talk the talk, you're somebody that can empathize with people that have had challenging situations in their life.
Well, that's the beauty about my career. I start a little late, but age comes with experience. And I'm able to sing about my life story. I came from a poor upbringing, been through so much in my life. I now want to teach the world, those who are coming up, so that they can be inspired that if you put your heart to it, you can achieve it.
Charlie Daniels wasn't discovered until he was in his 40s, and he had been on the show. Wonderful man, very, very talented. Some of the people that have inspired you were of the country genre, but also reggae. So you have your own genre going on. You have your own blend. I want to know a little bit about that.
Well, growing up in that little district of Bogwalk, St. Catherine, I grew up on Kenny Rogers, Martin Robin, Dolly Parton, Charlie Pride, those great. Their music inspired me, and I felt that, they sung a lot about their experience in life, and I felt that I could identify myself with them. So I became a lover of country music then. And then I realized, looking at the world during the pandemic, the pandemic for me was really a changing point in my life, being able to look back and see what else can I do to better the world, which is actually going haywire today, and I decided that music is probably one of the best platforms that I could ever use. And the fact that I was early inspired was one of my earliest passion in life. I felt that I need to do that. And so the pandemic brought that to me. Bob Marley, Jimmy Cliff, those persons, back in the days as, reggae singers, they taught me a lot about putting everything into what you're doing and sow the seed from early. And one day it will come alive. Yes.
One of your music videos shows a little boy and he doesn't have any shoes on and he's walking with a backpack. Can you describe that song to us and that feeling and how that came to be?
Well, of course, that was a sample of who I was, growing up. I could picture that youngster as myself going to school without a pair of shoes. There's so much that I was deprived of as a young man growing up. But my mother, I have to give a lot of credit to because she was the woman who fathered me, so to speak. She was everything, and she taught me to put education first. So that picture that you saw was really me in another sense, and that's how I would go to school, neatly dressed but without shoes.
You go on top of a rock. I guess it could be like a gigantic piece of coral or maybe it's a rock formation. I don't know. But you're out there and you're just doing it. And I think, if I understand correctly, the reason behind your music is that you do want to shine a light and say, look, if I can do this, you can do this. Whatever it is, whatever it is in life, you want them to be able to come forth.
Well, that's a representation of me being a beacon. I grew up in church, and that's where I got most of my inspiration and morality, of life. And yes, in that video, I stood there in a place where everyone can see me. It's a central point. It's like a beacon. And I want to send a positive message to everyone to say, yes, if you believe in yourself, you can do it. You just have to believe.
And support yourself with great people,
Yes.
right? Wonderful, talented team, joining together. One of the lines of your song talks about how friends had betrayed you, and sometimes you need to, I guess there's a reason people come into your life. Do you know that phrase that goes, they come into your life for a reason, a season,
Yes.
and a lifetime.
In a lifetime. Yeah, that's true. That's so true. I have some wonderful people around me. I can mention my wife. She's very supportive. She understands my vision, my dream, and the fact that she also had similar experience like I do. We tend to see eye to eye on a number of things. So I'm happy for her, and I have other close people around, like Contractor from Contractor's Music. These are persons who are well informed in the business, and I'm happy for them.
They see something in you. I saw something in you. I should say I hear something in you. When you mentioned Charlie Pride too, you have that warm honeyness to your voice, right? How do you prepare your vocal cords before you go out to perform live?
Well, most of it is just inspiration. It's something within you. You imagine it, and it comes natural. All I have to do is to learn a song. And most of my songs are really, by inspiration. I got up in the middle of the night and a thought came to my mind, and I decided that I would put this in a song. And that's how it is. And, I believe in spirituality. I believe that if we find quiet moments, we can be inspired by the spirits of inspiration, and that's how it is with me. But, greater is He in you than He is in the world. I'm inspired by God, and that's how it is.
I had mentioned to you as well that my journey, my television show was divinely gifted to me in a dream that I dreamt in color. And I woke up the next day and I was like, what is this? And we were also talking a little bit up on the hill here about the fact that when you're gifted a talent, it's our responsibility to use it.
Sure.
So please tell us about the youth that you inspire and how you go about that.
Well, I do remember back in the early days when I was growing up, and the hardship that I went through. And as a police officer, I was a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I had the opportunity of leading a team in the downtown business district. And I've seen so many youths growing on the streets in the downtown Kingston, in the markets, pushing carts. They would come to the station, no parents. They just live one day at a time. And I felt that really touched my heart a lot. So I decided that I would use the opportunity to represent their voice. And I had a very, very good relationship with the business owners and operators of downtown Kingston. And I said, well, I know for sure that we all can come together and make a difference. With people living in the business district, they have no other place to go. So they have to live close to the markets where they can get something to eat and so on. And sometimes when they don't have that level of tutoring and guidance, they're going to become, prone to crime and so on. Yes.
So by taking that extra step of providing love or support or guidance for them, then they might not have to turn to crime.
Absolutely. And this was over 15 years ago. I decided I'm going to revamp it on the WesRock music, because now I'm able to reach the world through my music. I'm better able to reap more rewards for them. So this is one of my greatest projects now.
Can you sing a little something for us? I am putting you on the spot. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm going to hand you the mic and just lay down a line or two. Here you go. Okay.
Perfectly imperfect, you don't want to have to be someone else, no. And you don't have to worry, 'cause you don't want to be no one else, oh. Oh no, don't cry, my child. Although there may be down, there are things you need to recognize. Your values never drop like shining stars up in the skies. Precious like rubies, pearls, and diamonds deep down in the soil. Perfect by God's design. Perfectly imperfect, you don't wanna have to be someone else. Yeah, WesRock is saying that to you. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to do what you have to do. Believe in yourself, and everything comes after. Life can be a lonely road. You don't have to face it alone. Open up your hearts and believe. Nothing is impossible for you. Love will find a way. Hey, hey. Love will find a way. Hey, hey. WesRock saying love will find a way.
Love will find a way.
Thank you.
So much, WesRock. We have been living it up right here in beautiful Jamaica. I want to thank Mr. Issa, the Issa Foundation. We want to thank Sean Edwards, Contractor, for putting us together. And we'd like to thank you for watching. We believe in you. So whatever your dream is, please follow it. Reach out to either one of us and celebrate life. Be well.
I was born as a brilliant child. You know that. WesRock, the best rock.
Thank you. Be well.